Yo, yo, yo. Welcome one and all. We are back with Sense of Shock. We've got J Mike here once again, bringing it back.
Hello.
The glorious 1GB. We're doing this again. We got some wonderful topics to talk about today.
Yes, sir.
But for right now, what's new with you? Tell the people what you've been into.
You know, same old working. Finally beat Ghost of Tsushima.
Ooh-wee.
Years later.
That's
but
great. You still got there.
But I still got there. Magnificent game. Like, I totally missed out on waiting so. In a way, I'm glad I waited. I was able to play on PS4, finish it on PS5. Started on PS4, but glad I was able to finish it off on PS5.
What's your main takeaway from that game?
I wish I could erase my memory and play it again. The story was amazing. The gameplay itself was amazing. The add-on was amazing, which was... We're seeing now with add-ons is more a money grab in a way. And Iki Island did not feel like that. It felt like it was a true extension to finish the story of Jin. So I genuinely appreciated that. Really the only complaint I really had was like some of the missions were kind of repetitive, but that's fine. I'll sneak around and assassinate whoever.
Because, I mean, those that followed the stream on Twitch, glorious reason, knows that I experienced it all on stream, and it felt so great. Because when it came out, I didn't play it when it first came out, because I was playing Last of Us Part 2, and I feel that's a great game. Nothing to take away from Ghost of Tsushima, but once I played Ghost of Tsushima, and played it on the PS5, all of its glory, with the director's cut as well, it was just magnificent. The fox, the trickle effect of the wind as well, teach you which way to go, calling for your horse as well, learning different haikus as well, was fantastic. The story was phenomenal, and it really made you feel. It's a game that makes you feel. I like games that make you feel. And this is not to talk about Ghost of Tsushima. We got other things to talk about, but a game that makes you feel when elements happen in the game, whether it's people, things that they're living in a poverty state and you want to help them out.
That emotional connection.
Yeah.
Like you feel more invested in what you're doing. I know we were talking and mentioned going into those villages and seeing the disaster that the Mongols have ravished these villages and the people they've killed, the way they killed these people. Seeing certain characters die, making hard decisions in this game that makes you literally pause the game and be like, oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay, this is what we're doing,
yeah.
And actually happen to weigh. I hate to say your personal morality, because if you depending on what you do what you do, because I guess it's not a morality test, but it does make you question your morality. If I was Jin, what would I do in this situation? And I love when games put you in that situation. You mentioned Last of Us. Last of Us is very much like that. Like, would I be like Ellie? Absolutely, I'd be like Ellie. But on the flip side, without spoiling anything, I see Abby's point as well.
It's a
valid point. And same with Last of Us Part 1. Especially the intro with Joel is always heart-wrenching for me. So those type of games that you can become emotionally invested in, I just love it. I wish they would make more of them.
That's good that you finished Ghost of Tsushima. You got to explore and experience, and all this before the eclectic of God of War Ragnarok coming out this November 9th. There's still time for other games to kind of trickle in. You have Nintendo. They've got some secrets under their sleeve as well. I'm just saying, if they come up with that,
if they drop Zelda, I mean, we know that's not going to happen. But if they just decide, like, you know what, another one. Okay, you got it, Nintendo. All right. But my focus is just on God of War.
Yeah, God of War
I got my blinders on.
I'm ready to see what the DualSense has to offer on that as well.
Yes.
Just because I go with Iki Island, mostly with Ghost of Tsushima, just doing the different notes as well, moving with your touchpad and with your DualSense controller, was pretty cool. But needless to say, there's a game coming out, and sadly, it is exclusive for the PlayStation 5.
It's not sad for us.
I know it's not sad, but I'm trying to put that empathy out there. So,
get your money up.
Get your money
PS5.
up. Take out a loan. Go to your nearest bank. Qualify for a loan. Have those funds in your account, and just go and buy a PS5. Because they're stating that Wolverine is to be the game after the Spider-Man sequel that's due to be coming out next year. Wolverine, I feel, will be mentioned very soon, and I think we could jump on the train and kind of be in the conductor booth to tell our ideas, what we expect to see, what we like to see. For me, I would love to see this game start off almost like how the trailer started. And the 50-second trailer that they show Wolverine at the bar is actually the Princess Bar.
The Princess Bar.
Which is
his stomping ground.
It's a stomping ground, but also it was, a little fun fact, internet searching. It was in the 3rd episode of Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yes.
Falcon Winter Soldier. Becomes Captain America. They actually went to the island of Madripoor, and it was actually a hidden gem in there. So, to have our boy Logan being in the bar, the last time I remember him being in a bar in a video format was my favorite. I'd say it's still my favorite. Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2 when you fight Venom. Because Wolverine is walking out of the bathroom as Venom is in the bar just smashing stuff up, and then there's that encounter where it's Venom and Wolverine. I would love to see that remade by Insomniac to just go ahead and give us that right from the cut.
Right. Speaking of other media, real quick, are you caught up on She-Hulk?
Yes.
By chance?
By
so
twerk?
Speaking of Wolverine, twerk, yes sir, yes sir. I have a newfound love for She-Hulk, guys. I'll say that much. Yes sir. So speaking of Wolverine, did you catch the Wolverine Easter egg?
Yes.
That's in She-Hulk.
Yes.
Speaking of
Man
being in
with
a bar,
claws. Yes.
man in with claws
Yes,
in a
in a
bar
bar.
fight. So obviously Wolverine has a long history of causing trouble in bars across the Marvel universe, multiverse.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you. I would love the game to start out. We get Logan in a bar, be it the Princess Bar, be it somewhere in Canada, being attacked, be it, whatever. I would love, which I don't see them introducing Sabretooth immediately. I feel like build up to Sabretooth, since that's one of his bigger nemesis.
That's his greatest nemesis.
That is his greatest nemesis. So kind of maybe like a henchman or something come in, and then you don't realize I got these adamantium claws on you, my boy. So that's what I would love to see. What I would also love to see, which I feel like they've hinted at it, I don't know if it's true or not, is it be a part of the Marvel's Spider-Man universe. Personally, I would love to see an MGU, so a Marvel Gaming Universe.
Okay.
Which, I get it. I doubt that would happen, at least with these two particular properties.
We have 4 characters a part of this. You have your Spider-Man, Miles Morales,
Venom,
and now
Wolverine. So I would love to see that. I don't see Marvel fully pulling the trigger on that, just with that being PlayStation exclusive. I feel like they would want to expand that to multi-platform if they went down that rabbit hole. But clearly Insomniac knows what they're doing, because Insomniac Spider-Man was
Chef's kiss.
Miles Morales was
Chef's kiss.
So I think that's what I would love to see the most. And just have those Easter eggs. Obviously, I don't want to see Spider-Man in this game, just like I wouldn't want to see Wolverine and Spider-Man 2023. They still need to be their own individual things to build up, I guess similar to the MCU, build it up to this Marvel's Avengers. I know there's a Marvel's Avengers already, but something similar, I guess, like across.
I would like to see a sidebar, because, spoiler alert, those that have not played Miles Morales, but those that have played Miles Morales, when he's in that exhibition, you pass Doc Ock and Peter Parker.
Yes.
So that's just like a nice little nod, like, hey. There's that. It would be nice if Logan kind of just makes a cameo pass going through.
Excuse
Not
me. So
like
that-
Wolverine being in it, but just like it can be like
an MCU
hey.
cameo, essentially.
Yeah.
Of a quick... Hey, I know, I know that guy. I know, like, in Wolverine... Like, I would love for it, because Wolverine, I mean, you can do it in Canada. You can do it in New York. You can do it on Madripoor.
Yeah.
You can do it in Japan. So I would love to explore those different things, because in each of those areas, it's a different style of Logan. Like, in Japan, he's a certain way. In Canada, Canada Wolverine is the Wolverine, of course. That is the one we know and love, the comic accurate. But then Madripoor, he's the underground kind of scallywag. And then in Japan, that's of course where his love of his life, Lady Deathstrike could come in at that point.
Yeah.
Silver Samurai, which
You got the Hand as well in there as well,
Yes.
because they're the ones that was actually in Daredevil, and that's how Daredevil became a part of Hand. You have so many other Psylocke as well has been a part of the Hand as well, so it would be nice to have something like that. Because I don't want it to be like Spider-Man, where there's just so many villains teaming up, like
Right.
a Sinister Six. I want it to be kind of fleshed out. I would like to see your Omega Red. I would like to see your Silver Samurai.
Oh, Russia, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Russia.
I like to see your Silver Samurai. I'd like to see your Lady Deathstrike. I would love to see Stryker as well. Starting it up and always just hating the mutants because his kid's a mutant as well. I'd love to see Juggernaut, because why not?
Exactly.
Mr. Sinister. I'd love to see all these different... Even Magneto. I wouldn't want Magneto to be the best, because I want Sabretooth to be like... I would like him to be kind of like right near the beginning. Not at the beginning, but Sabretooth to kind of be at the beginning, have a little rough or kind of sidebar. He gets away, and then Wolverine trying to do his thing, and then at the end you have that big
clash between the cats of the
Yeah.
Marvel Universe. So, where I was going with that, golly, I would.
Okay, I mean, I'll go.
Yeah, you go.
But with Wolverine,
I
I mean, just like Spider-Man, it's Insomniac. Ratchet's been known to have multiple different outfits and gadgets. Spider-Man and Miles Morales have multiple different gadgets as well, and outfits. I would like Wolverine to have a lot of
Yes.
outfits and more comic accurate as well. Whether you have the yellow and brown / the yellow and blue from the 90s cartoon. Get him in that black and gray as well.
Yes.
Get the cowboy version of him as well with the nice.
Which we do see that in the trailer. That's his outfit in the trailer, the flannel and the cowboy hat. So yes, I would love to see the different styles of Wolverine as well, and add to, I guess, the visceral idea of Wolverine, of him being unhinged. I guess because he is an unhinged character. Like, it's been kind of downplayed with the Fox's X-Men of how feral, I guess is the best way to put it. Wolverine is actually a very feral character if you're looking at it, from a comic book accuracy. So I would love to see that. He doesn't care. He's going to be violent. He's going to slice you up. I was actually, one of my TikTok people I follow, King Lion, I don't know if y'all know them, but he gave an example today because someone mentioned how Marvel characters do not have weaknesses. So in the event Spider-Man crosses over, like, that was a huge comic book event where Spider-Man beats the crap out of Wolverine.
Yeah.
So I would love to see that down the road, not in this game,
no.
of course. I know I'm dreaming big at this point. But set that up, or maybe, he does know about Spider-Man. This is obviously it's not early on Wolverine because he has that adamantium claws, but he does know of a Spider-Man, at least. Run into him, hey, don't like this kid, or whatever this thing is, and flesh that out, because that was very much a love-hate relationship. Pretty much every one of Wolverine's relationships is a love-hate relationship.
Even against the Hulk as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would like to see that. I would like to see a little bit of that X-Men 90s where he kind of goes to, Xavier's Institute as well.
Yes.
And kind of has that help a kid out type of gameplay where you have, like how Spider-Man was helping out Miles, and then Miles, he's kind of helping out the community, not really helping out any young kids and everything. So I would like Wolverine to kind of help out a Jubilee or help out.
Or if they do it the Miles Morales way, which of course Miles Morales is just another Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Have X-23.
Yeah, that was the next. Yeah.
He discovers that there's X-23, similar to the movie Logan, and that it is now his responsibility to kind of tame her, or set that up for Wolverine Part 2 or whatever. Yeah. Because obviously Marvel as a whole is moving that direction of kind of sidelining their traditional characters with these new iterations of these characters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's
the possibility. I just don't want it to be a replication of that movie.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
I would like to see that parental mindset, but also we get the rugged Wolverine. So maybe like, hey, you have this story, but then we're going to backtrack. Remember this time, and Wolverine remembers of a time that happened back when he's just ripping the shreds through people left and right. So I would like to see that. I would like to I would like to see what type of gadgets they may add, because you have to think with Insomniac, they're so well known with your Resistance, with your Ratchet and Clank, the current Spider-Man as well. I mean, Sunset Overdrive was kind of one off, but, you have a gun, so you're shooting, so it has that, Resistance type of mindset. What type of gadget? Because he's got his claws, and of course he can fight and punch, but I feel like they're going to add a little bit of pizzazz as well to Wolverine as well. And then what are they going to do with the voice actor? Are they going to get our classic, Steve Boom from the 90s X-Men, or are they going to love? Right, exactly. Or are they going to get, somebody that's scruffy? I don't know. Like you need to hit it. It needs to sound accurate, because even, Yuri doing the voice of Peter Parker was just fantastic. I loved the way that he brought that character to life. And, at first it seems like, oh, that outfit, that's not my Spider-Man outfit. Like, you begin to love it, and you're like, oh, I like the style. Okay, that looks pretty cool. And then once you start getting to the outfits, you can change the outfits and get the classic if you want.
Right. Right.
But it grows on you. You're like, all right, cool. It's not in the way. It's not shoved down your throat. And I feel like with this Wolverine, the look is everything. You have.
That's the biggest thing with Wolverine.
Yeah,
is the look. And I want, as much as I love Hugh Jackman, and I think Hugh Jackman did a magnificent job as Wolverine, and would not complain if he came back for the MCU Wolverine.
Yeah, right.
But I do want to see like the 5'3", stocky.
Flick the cigar.
Badass, essentially, Wolverine. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, definitely. I would not be against that at all. Because he's got personal problems, and he's a man of little words and more action and rage. And he has so many wonderful abilities of having the adamantium, of having that quick regeneration as well. And just adrenaline as well. Having so much adrenaline. It's almost like Bane almost, if you will. Where he just gets that adrenaline.
The Berserker mode.
Yeah. Berserker barrage. So I don't know what. I know they need to give us some information soon, but I know that's the things that I would love to see about it. I mean, what are they going to have with the DualSense as well? What can that honestly offer? Like, will there be like a rumble aspect to it as well? Will the shink come out?
Have the shink when he does his claws.
Hear that in the speaker. But I mean, that's just what I would like to see in Wolverine. I don't know what more they could add. Maybe one other thing they could probably take from Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, where you're going through so many different dimensions, it shifts you into a different time set.
That's true.
So like your feudal Japan / your 90s New York for the Institute, to something like more today, like an old Logan type of thing.
Right. And of course, I mean, Wolverine spans generations due to his reduced aging. So, on top, or like you said, the multiverse, either way, and see him interact with the different styles, because I can see him going to X-Men 94 and being like, Charles, and Charles is like, who are you? So, or Jean, or whoever. So I'm just excited.
Yeah. There's so many possibilities, and nothing is in concrete right now. It's still being laid out, and I thought that we should set the precedence for what it should be. Compared to what it's about to be. But with that being said, what leads us to the latest of the NBA, the basketballs. 2K 23 coming out with your boy Michael Jordan on the cover.
Again.
You gotta have greatness. It's been like, what, 4 times?
Like 4 times now.
Yeah.
And
11,
they have
12,
11,
16.
16, yes, because he was on one before I left the company, and then 23.
What were you about to say?
They got J. Cole, the Dreamer Edition. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Yes, so J. Cole is on the Dreamer Edition of 2K23.
Huh. Makes sense.
So I thought that, no, and I love J. Cole, so that's one of my favorite rappers. So seeing that, I think they did that because he was part of like the Africa League or something during the summer. I don't know if anything other than J. Cole being on the cover is included, but I did see that.
I know that you get that NBA pass, so that's what that $150 one.
Okay.
You're getting all of that NBA league content that you can watch. So that's nice. I mean, I think that's like $100, whatever. So, I mean, it's relatively you're getting the game for like $50 or whatever. So that's a nice deal. But we're not here to really talk about that game. We're here to talk about games that have happened in the past of the NBA, and we're talking about our time of what we've done for Midnights. You may remember when you go to your local video game store waiting for your favorite game to launch at 12:01 a.m., have it in your hand and take it home and just be in awe. Forget having school, forget having work. You're just like, I'm going to install this game and play it. And installs normally weren't that long. But for us, it really started with NBA 2K16. That cover, like we said, with Michael Jordan, all where it began.
Yeah. Where it all began.
Was where we cohesively put our thoughts and our styles and made a reality and just executed. Not really taking no for an answer, not really listening to any type of leadership or management. Taking it into our hands, and that's what 2K16 brings to the table with Michael Jordan being on the cover. The Jordan edition, I mean, he took the league by storm. People are still saying his name, so he's still he's still prestiged.
Right.
So with 2K16, we felt like we had to do it big as well. So I know you did some things.
Yes. So just to back up a little bit. So prior to 2K16, G and I worked in 2 different areas, essentially. I was kind of the expert on the Midnights in my area. He was the expert in the Midnights in his area. Lo and behold, come 2016, we are store managers together up here in Tennessee. So
2015.
What's 2015? Oh, it was 2015. 2015. I should have knew that. I left the company in 2016. So come 2015, these 2 powerhouses, as I would like, because mind you, I thought I was killing it because like with Call of Duty, I was like, man, like I would have the Marines present at these Call of Duty launches. Then I come to find out this man has a whole tank at his Call of Duty launches. So clearly we both had the same ideas as far as making Midnights a full-blown experience for our customers. And the best thing I would say that could have happened to this area is making us partners and making it come true. So 2K15, we are brainstorming.
2K16.
Or 2K16. We are brainstorming. G comes up with the genius idea of, hey, this is the Jordan edition. What if we can get some Jordans, the shoes, and just display them in the store for our customers? Hype it up. Oh, it's Jordan. Play like Jordan. Kind of this thing when I was growing up. You had to have the Jordans if you wanted to be like Jordan. So, perfect. Let's do that. So, we go to, was it?
So first we went to Party City.
Went to Party City. Yes.
We got some tablecloths.
Got tablecloths.
We got
and things
a
like
basketball court tablecloth to place Buffalo Wild Wings. Went to Buffalo Wild Wings and said, hey, we have a midnight we like to do. Is it okay if you guys can donate some wings? Going out on a limb, it's like, we'll see what they say. They're like, yeah, sure, how many you need? I'm sorry, what?
Yep. Expecting a no, by the way. We went in expecting a no, or how much can you pay us?
Right. How much can you black people? I want chicken. You give me some money.
Yeah. We know what you in here for, boy. You sure you work for them, or you just trying to get a chicken? That's.
But offered 200 wings that'll be available the day of. 6 different assorted flavors as well. And so when Buffalo Wild Wings was banging.
Yes.
They were in the bag at that time. So we had, that in place as well. So to, spice this up, no pun intended, went to Finish Line and talked to one of the managers that I knew there. And I was like, hey, 2K16 is coming out. I want to see if we can collaborate, because, it's basketball shoes, Jordan, everything comes together. Why not? And she's like, yeah, sure, no problem. She's like, what do you need? I was like, what do you offer? I'm not trying to be like, I want this, and this, and I do a shopping spree. And she came with multiple ideas. Got a Jordan hoodie, got a Jordan t-shirt, got a Jordan sling, back sling. What else? I want to lanyards. We got shoe cleaner.
Shoe cleaner. They don't have basketball? A basketball case. I remember a basketball.
Yeah. So, at least $250 of merchandise.
Easily.
That we got. I was not expecting. And then, above all else, because I didn't want to be crazy, she let us borrow one foot style, the left side of the shoe, so we can display and set acrylics up behind the counter as well. Those different versions of J's behind, and we put the game right next to it as well, whether it's like the Xbox version, the PlayStation version, the standard version as well. So we had all of those kind of, next to each other, which was really nice. So here comes game day, and go to Buffalo to get the wings. I bring my TV because one of the main things as well is like, yeah, you got wings, yeah, you can look at the shoes, yeah, there's a contest,
right?
But why not play the game before you take it home? So that's already blowing people's minds that we have a TV set up. We have the game already pre-installed because that's how you do it.
Yes.
You play it smart.
This is before y'all ruin things by putting them on the internet, because we did break street dates and let these people play the game early. So
had well-charged controllers as well. And people are like, hey, where's the Xbox controller? I'm like, you pre-order the game, you can take the Xbox game home, you can play it at your house. Today, we had the PlayStation 4.
That's right.
So we had everything masterfully planned out. We had contests going for prizes. We had wings for people to eat that really didn't want to play or contribute to the contest. And then we just had the atmosphere as well. It was really successful.
By far, it was probably my best midnight launch. By far. Yeah. Bar none. Of course, the region found out about it, so everybody was like, y'all did this, y'all did that.
Got the district manager calling. It's like, are y'all giving out Jordans? It was like, no, we ain't giving out Jordans.
Them out, but you're welcome to come through if you want to come through.
And and I think that's what really just took the rocket to the next level, to realize what we're capable of doing. And then after that, they split us up. They didn't want to see. Then it was
two successful black men together, too powerful. We got separate them. You go back from where you came from, black.
So of course, the following year, 2K17, I got with Snipes, and I mean he's a big Kobe fan. Of course, it's Kobe time, and we set up the same exact thing as well, and set up the Kobe's as well. Set the game up. Get the wings as well, and it's just starting to become like a traditional thing. And then 2K18, you had the Shaquille O'Neal version as well. Did not get any shoes at all.
I say you ain't gonna get the Shaqs from Walmart.
Kmart was still a thing though. Probably could have done them from there, but we weren't gonna go to Walmart. Probably get some Asics, but 2K19. That's with oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes.
We'll just look at that. Milwaukee Bucks. Y'all know who we're talking about. Milwaukee Bucks. African or German.
Giannis.
German.
Giannis.
See, we're getting there. I thought some countries.
So you had that, and then it went to 2K20, which was 2019. And that's kind of where it just really just stopped. I mean, because you had Dwayne Wade as your main prolific, legendary cover athlete, which you just kind of just looking to the side. And it had the Miami Heat, palm trees and everything. No. But we didn't really do anything for that.
That was the Miami Nights cover, wasn't it?
Miami Heat.
Yeah, but the cover was wasn't it Miami Nights or something like that? It was
Miami Vice.
Vice,
yes.
What am I saying? Miami Nights. What?
Oh, what you drinking?
You knew what I was talking about. You knew what y'all knew who I was talking about. Miami Vice.
Yeah, Miami Vice. Yeah, so it had that vibe to it. And I just feel like the series just doesn't have the lore and the greatness. Now, of course, Snipes was saying that next year, with it being 2K24, it should be Kobe, which would make sense.
Better be Kobe.
I mean, it should. I have no problem with it at all because it only makes sense. He's given so much to the league, so why not give something back to, so many people look up to him. They were, he was their Jordan to where, with us, our Jordan was Michael Jordan.
Oh no, I like Kobe better than Jordan.
Okay, that's
and you got to ball at the paper ball. Mm-hmm. Kobe.
Yeah, people were doing Jordan before that, though.
See, I didn't do Jordan. I did Kobe.
I'm just saying before that. That's okay. I mean, I hold them both.
I hold them both. Yes, because Jordan is my era.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know what it was about Kobe. I think Kobe.
We've seen him grow up.
We saw Kobe grow up.
I think that's what it was.
We watched Kobe grow up.
Number 8 to that number, 24, and seeing such a change of somebody growing into their role.
Correct. Yeah, because I was 10.
Yeah.
The last time Jordan won a championship, whereas I was 13 or so when Kobe came into the league, and again, like you said, watched him grow into the Black Mamba.
Yeah, because I mean, seeing him get pretty much not school, but really shown the ropes by Michael Jordan when they're facing against each other. Yes. Seeing him at the Olympics as well, showing that he can do it just the same and effortlessly. Just dunking and getting gold medals. And then, when they're all-star games as well, the East versus the West, and just showing, I can do this entire team by myself. Y'all can just take a break.
Yeah, just take a break.
So, I mean, they owe it to him. I just hope that with this new 2K23, they bring it to prominence as well and make it, a great game so that it's an easy ride for 2K24 to just slide in.
Right.
The programmers don't have to do too much. They'll probably add a little bit of, here and there, but it's just a must-buy game. And I hope that's, what this series brings to the table.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's that. Really. Man. So I don't know what you guys expect. I don't know what you guys want for NBA. 2K. Hopefully, you can give us a little, something in the comment section below.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We've got a lot to offer. We got a lot of topics to talk about. The next one's going to be a banger, of course, as always.
Yes. Yes.
But
or what other sports games do you want to talk about? Because I want NCAA to come back.
It'll come back.
I hope so.
It'll come back.
I'm tired of Madden.
I mean, Madden's there. Madden will always be there.
Madden will always be there, but it's just
like a blister. It's just always going to be there.
My thing with the new NIL laws, I think NCAA.
Yeah, I mean, this year would have made sense for him to come out, but I think they're holding out for the PS5 and Series X,
right?
And EA Pass. They want everybody to have EA Pass so you can play it on there 3 days early before it launches. Right? No, you have to pay money for that.
Nah. I pay for enough
subscriptions. Oh my goodness! Yes, we were talking about with Disney Plus and Hulu and Amazon Prime and Netflix,
Paramount Plus,
yes,
and Netflix,
HBO Max,
and PlayStation Plus.
Oh my goodness! And Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh yeah, Nintendo
yes.
Switch.
Golly,
So,
no breaks.
No.
You try to sneak in commercials on Netflix next month.
Oh, I saw that.
I don't want that.
No.
Like 4 minutes of commercials for an hour. And
I
they're probably
know
gonna sprinkle
that.
it in. Yeah, they're gonna sprinkle it in. Like 15 minutes.
So they get you like crack.
Oh man.
Just...
Like should you have like 5 shows playing and so like when a commercial shows you get out of it, go to another, or is it just gonna completely just like you can't skip it at all?
Oh, that'd be crazy. Like being able to watch a Sandman. I'm done with this night. Let me put on Lock and Key.
Let me put some Squid Games on.
Yeah, put Squid Games back on.
I forgot about this episode. Let me play it. They got Cobra Kai coming out next week. Yes. Season 5. That snuck up on me.
So I gotta finish season 4.
Oh yeah, you need to finish. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. You need to, because it makes more sense for this season 5 when you see returning people.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, returning people.
So I'll binge this weekend.
Yeah.
So I don't, because I hate getting spoiled by stuff. So.
Yeah, I need to watch A Ring of Power, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, but the first 2 episodes should be available.
I think so. I haven't started
Today.
yet.
No, it came out today.
Okay, well, there you go. That's why he started this shit. Cause I got early access. I got that Amazon Prime.
No, they don't give anybody Amazon Prime.
Have you watched House of the Dragon? Speaking of,
no, I haven't. Because that's on HBO Max.
That's on HBO Max,
which I do have. But I'm hearing this next episode, Sunday's episode, is supposed to be really good. Like, really, really good. Because they're going, like, forward in time now.
Yes, they're going forward in time. So.
Which is before time of Game of Thrones.
Correct.
So it's Back to the Future.
Yeah, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I wasn't going to watch this show at first just because Game of Thrones left such a bad taste in my mouth.
Just that last season.
That last season.
Just the last season. You can't.
Just last season. Because I love 1 through 6.
You love the entire cake. Every layer of the cake. It's just that once you got to that final layer of cake.
They burnt it.
And it was mold. And you were just like, I can't eat that, but I'll pick around. I'll pick around. I'm going to get sick.
I mean, I'm going to eat it anyway. Like, I'm not going to waste any money. By no means. I mean, if you're going to make me...
You got some milk? But yeah, I heard it's good. I'm hearing a lot of reviews are saying that, Ring of Power, just their first 2 episodes are definitely better than House of Dragons. Which it's funny because, like, they're different but kind of the same. Because they're both mystical, but it's like they're different because they don't have a bunch of elves and Game of Thrones.
Right.
Like you have Tyrion, who's like a mistake.
Right.
So he's not really an elf. He's not you don't have classes.
Right.
Tribes and classes and races. Racism. But I mean you don't have it like there's, the elf house and then you have dwarves as well and all that. So I'm excited. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Hopefully, we'll get Last of Us HBO show really soon.
You see the teaser?
Was that like what 20 seconds or whatever?
Yeah, it was mixed in with a bunch of other teasers.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
So
yeah. Pedro Pascal. Wow.
But it looked good. It looked game accurate.
Yes.
So
I mean, Neil Druckmann, he was just like, "Are we gonna have this? But my name is on this. You messed this up. You had to deal with me. I deal with Sony. Sony's coming at you. Not the PlayStations, but Sony.
Right.
But cool. Well, until then, we will see you when we see you.
Yes.
Y'all have yourself a good night.
Peace.